I'm gonna do it, dude. Sparks, don't try to stop me. You've seen what they've done to my franchise. Oh, I can't even jump. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. In the last episode, we took on Sunrise Spring, finished everything we had to do here, and saved a new animal buddy of ours, Sheela. So she went back into her home world just to do some damage control. Let's go see what she's up to. You know, besides the damage control. Can you imagine not being at your house for an extended period of time, coming back and it's an absolute wreck? That'd be so weird.
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
No, there's no problem at all. Hopefully everything's okay. I can only imagine what the sorceress did.
Hiya, Sheela. While you are gone, a bunch of Rhinox kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
We've got a rebellion started. Let's take back those houses, Billy Goats. It is kind of funny that an Australian kangaroo would have something in the Alps. I don't know, it just seemed a little weird. Anyway, we have a brand new playable character. Sparks actually came along for the ride as the health bar. Sheela, very simple controls. She has the X to jump, and using the circle button, you can use your kick. And what's kind of cool is you can somewhat slide on her tail, and you can have basically planing attacks. Like, you can keep moving, your momentum doesn't stop when you hit, which is very, very nice. And she also has a double jump if you press X twice. It's kind of a little extra hop in the air, which is really nice. Going over the level itself, though, we're talking 400 gems and 3 eggs. If you really want to talk difficulty, seeing as how this is our first extra playable character, it's still easy sauce. You're not going to die unless you, fall off the cliff, which there are many of them. Right there, as you probably saw, I did I always call it the extreme jump or something like that, but these mountain goats just call it the double jump, which doesn't really do it justice because you are jumping 10 feet in the air. A kangaroo, it makes a lot of sense that she would be able to jump high. And the way you do it, and they're explaining it here, as soon as you hit the ground, if you press X again, as soon as you hit the ground, you're going to jump right back up. It is very nice, but it also has the level design being a lot of gems being hidden in nooks and crannies high above the ground.
Ah, home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelet, but I think you deserve it more.
No, don't make a dragon omelet. That'd be terrible. Hello, Ruby. Where's your sister Sapphire? And your long-lost cousin Emerald? I don't know any gem humor, I'm sorry. One small aspect of the Spyro games that I absolutely adore is the collecting. The things you collect, they all have a reason to exist in the world. He was going to make an omelet with the egg he had. That makes a lot of sense. In a real-world situation, that makes a lot of sense. Not just, hey, I have this for you. Take it, please. Here's the best example of hidden nooks and crannies. I always miss that when I haven't played this game for a long time. That's the one place I always miss. So be sure, if you're in any Sheela subsection or any level where you play as Sheela, be sure to check up high. Use that camera control and see all the hidden areas. Otherwise, you will miss a gem and have to go back all the way through the level. And let me tell you, after trying to find it your first time playing through, missing that one gem is the worst feeling in the world. Speaking of gems, I never went over how much they are. The reds are worth 1, the greens are 2, purples are 5, the golden ones are worth 10, and the very hard to find pink gem is worth 25. Very expensive gem, that 25. You don't get a lot of them, but when you see it, it's like, oh, it's taking down the gem counter. It's so nice. A little trivia about this level, and we'll see it more. You can probably see it there. The background is actually used in Autumn Plains and Spyro 2. And also, I love the little added touches that it just adds so much to the character of everybody, and it really adds to the world. Like he was trying to break the rock with his foot trying to get through. Silly goat.
Hey, Sheela, let's play a joke. Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
I can just imagine a group of goats just sitting there on the side of a ledge saying, "You won't do it." "Oh yeah? You're right, I won't." And then one guy just kicks him off the cliff. I think that would be funny. I mean, in a real life sense, no, that wouldn't be funny at all. But in a cartoony sense, I really like it. Cartoony games like this I can totally get behind just because they're using their imagination, they're having fun. Here is the first instance of kind of respawn points for enemies. As you'll notice, these enemies aren't dropping gems. That's because when you defeat them, they will come out of the mushroom houses again. So defeating them really has no purpose until you destroy all these houses. They still won't give you any gems, but at least they will be out of your way. You're such a jerk. And I guess I never... Wow, I'm getting my ass handed to me. Sparks there, your health bar. Grand total, 4 hits that you can have with Sparks. When you have full health, he'll be gold. Get hit once, he turns blue. Get hit 2 times, he turns green. And as soon as he's gone, which is your 3rd hit, 1 more hit and you're gone. So be sure that never happens. Kind of a funny technical problem, and I've never been able to do this because I don't know how. The swimming in air glitch, it is a glitch that exists. But if you come into this level with the swimming in air glitch and you do it all correctly, you go through all the level conditions and you beat it regularly, every other subsection Sheela has in World 1, it'll say she's still captured, but the section's still open. It's just a minor technical flaw that you wouldn't even think of. Believe it or not, we are close to the end of the level. This is the final mountain goat. What do you have, Zoe?
Control a character or vehicle,
I actually love this explanation. If you ever forget how to play the game, ask for help.
Thanks for the help, Sheela. You can have this egg I found in my house.
Oh, thank you. Nan? I got nothing. Sorry, I can't think of any jokes for Nan. If any of you can think of better jokes for Nan, go ahead, show them in the comments. Let's see how creative you all can be, you pun-worthy monsters. One more funny thing about Sheela, and this is all I have in my arsenal, aside for some few technical aspects, but look at her original design. Look at this. This is such a silly-looking kangaroo. You got the boxing gloves, you got the horns. I'm kind of glad they took it all away just to make her a regular animal. And another fun fact, I guess I had more than I thought, in the European box art, she is the only playable character that doesn't show up. I guess the Europeans have something against marsupials. But with that, we have finished the level. Let's get out of here. In order to use your playable characters in other levels, you have to play through their level first and go through the portal and end the level. Otherwise, you will get a notice at the different sections saying that they're still captured or still doing something on their own time. But we have finished that. I was going to end it off here, but let's go ahead and take out a level. This is the Sunny Villa. This is the technical first level that you can go to. Let's go ahead and head there. Incoming tutorial level. I can't wait. Wow. Talk about Rome-inspired. This is nice. And a small little fun fact, all the characters that live here, they're all lions. So if you lose the gladiator battle, they're releasing the lions.
Oh my, can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
Kidnap the mayor? Well, we have to do something about that. Welcome to Sunny Villa. This is the tutorial level. It's so tutorial that the Rhinox don't even attack you. Yeah, the smaller ones that you can charge, they will cower behind their shields. They will not attack you. 400 gems and 6 eggs. There are tons of eggs in this level. I guess with a tutorial stage, they want you to explore the entirety of the level and find hidden things. What's also cool is the inclusion of skill points. I'll give you a hint on how to get skill points. Skill points are basically extra lives that you can get for doing stupid things. So try to find all the trees and torch them. I love this scenario right here. He can't escape the guys that aren't attacking.
Let me catch my breath and I'll kick that other guy's butt.
Ah, come on, man. They're not even attacking. And you can't escape these guys? Fine. I'll take this guy out. I love how they just hide behind their tiny shields, not even doing anything. Alright, fine. I'll take out the other one. What do you have to say about that, sir?
We showed those 2 bullies. If they hadn't outnumbered me 2-1, I'd have finished them off ages ago.
Excuse me, we? Wow. Alright, fine. Take credit for what the dragon did. Yeah, I see what you're doing. Grab another tree here. I doubt I'll be getting all the skill points on the first run of any level just because I don't remember all of them. So let's just say If I get a skill point, cool. If I miss it, well, there'll be something later on showing all the skill points, so you don't have to worry about it. I love this guy. He just charges towards you, and he's completely useless. And introducing the tutorial of the bigger dudes. The bigger dudes can only be flamed, as explained right there. Now, watch those two guys in the background. Oh, no, I changed the camera. They actually ran into each other. See, this is like the small cartoony extras that you notice in the background. So, like, those two Rhinox running into each other, hilarious. They are so scared of this little purple monster that they ran away and ran into each other. Oh, it's so nice. There are a lot of small cartoony details that this game is just... It's an absolute treat to watch, the background stuff. Which normally you can't say about platformers like this. Normally it's just one and done, there you go, that's all you get in the platformer. But no, this one likes to have a personality, and I adore that. This realm, the tutorial realm, is mainly known for one brand new aspect that was added to this game. You'll know it when you see it, trust me. And that guy just fell off the edge of the world! Vanessa, you better not be showing them nudie pictures on the Disney Channel. That was really bad. In a cartoony game, I'm making a joke about how the internet ruined Vanessa Ann Hudgens. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see, wow, we've already got one of the eggs, and up here we'll be getting a couple more. Look at that, you can see all of Rome from here. It wasn't all built in a day, of course. Let's see. Right there, I see something I can glide to, and I will gladly do it. See, this game awards exploration. Like, all the way over here, you wouldn't even think there would be an egg out here. I mean, if you know your collectathon, then yeah, of course there would be something here. You're not a two-tailed fox. Get out of here. We're already up to 10 eggs. This is ridiculous. We are just flying through this game. I love it. Alright, I will meet you back up at the top of the tower. Back all the way up here, there was another section over here, and the reason you always do the new playable characters levels first. Otherwise, you can't finish the entire level your first try.
Hey, Spyro, there are Rhinox everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of the tower.
Alas, I have lost my love, guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Oh, no. Well, Marco, you lovelorn loser, let me give you a hand. This is gonna be like the All Sheela episode. This is kinda cool. Alright, if I had to complain about Spyro 3 again, I'm sorry to do this, but because the levels are so big now, and the way they have increased in size is there are now small playgrounds everywhere. As you saw there, Sheela has her own mini-section of the level. These levels are huge in comparison to Spyro 2, because in Spyro 2 you had the level one and done. In Spyro 3, almost every level, in fact, I believe it is every level, has a subsection, has one or two subsections like this. Like, it's an entire extra level inside the level. This also means, because of the increased size, it is a lot easier to miss that one gem. Again, the worst feeling in the world, not knowing where it is. Thankfully, later on in the game, there was a way to remedy this. And I love that addition. It pretty much makes up for all the gripes I ever had about this game. And wow, this tower is extremely tall. Am I missing anything? You're going to notice me going back and forth a lot just because I don't want to miss that one gem. During practice, there were like 3 levels that were notorious for missing that one gem, and this was the one. I guess I should mention like a small character quirk, I guess, with Sheela. While she's here, she actually can't swim. Now, you may be thinking, oh, well, there was water in her level. What are you talking about? I'm not meaning, like, she can't swim, like she can't go in water. That'd be silly. No, she actually does, like, a little doggy paddle. I'll show you next time I'm in water. It's kind of the, again, small touches. Die, frog! Alright, be sure to check over here on the sides of the tower, and I like how the camera goes for kind of a cinematic style while going up the tower. It does make it easy to miss the gems, so like I said, check all the edges. Like after you defeat all the Rhinox, all those edges there, be sure not to fall, but check for the gems. You'll thank me later. Let's see, there we go. And we are almost at the top of the tower, and there we go!
What? Marco sent you here? I've got a restraining order against him.
And there's the punchline. She didn't even want to see Marco. And Lucy, it's all your fault. You were the reason they got the restraining order. Who's going to take care of this egg, Marco? Certainly not you. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe you should go on top of that tower and not mess with me anymore. All right, let's see if I can do this right. Okay, I didn't fall out of the world. And I made it all the way back down here. Awesome. Alright, so I mentioned in Sheela's Alp that every level that shows Sheela has small nooks and crannies. Yeah, up here you wouldn't even see it. If you were climbing the tower and you happened to look over in this direction, then you would see it. But be sure to check everywhere. We're bringing it back from Resident Evil 2. Hashtag check everything. But this time we're just gonna say it's like check everywhere. And too bad there's no real way to check whether you've gotten all the gems in a specific section or not. We'll know it by the end of the level, hopefully, fingers crossed. But that is all we have to do. So after you're done with a subsection with a character, you have to head back to the portal and leave. Gotta pass the baton back to Spyro. And I love it. This guy doesn't even want to talk. He's like, ooh, what if they accidentally find out about, our little lover's tiff? What I have noticed with Spyro 3's levels, they're big because of the extra, bonus spots. Ow. But something you also notice is the main hub. They're really, really small. And you'll notice, as soon as we go around this bend here, we're actually at the beginning of the level again. It completely wraps around. So, I guess, what would you rather have? A smaller level, but with plenty of smaller mini-games, I guess? Or would you have, like, one big level to explore? And that is one big chicken. Look at that thing. I wonder if we get up here... No... Oh, that Rhinox was ready. No, big chicken! Oh! No! I wanted to torch that big chicken. You took that away from me? I mean, of all the fodder in this world, I could have had the big chicken. And you took it away from me! Oh, look at this. He's running away from the fearful enemy. Ooh.
Thanks for the help, but I think I would have worn him down in a minute.
I love how these characters, it's like they don't want to lose face on this. They're just thinking, no, I wasn't running away. What the heck, kids? What are you talking to me about? Oh my gosh! He completely skinned that chicken and turned it into a weapon. Dude, that's frightening. But hey, at least we found the mayor, I think.
Thank you for rescuing my town. As mayor, I award you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
Yes, I can make my own big chicken! Oh, it's just a dragon egg. And yes, this is what you're thinking. This is a reference to Colonel Sanders, and look at that, he's even doing the chicken dance! That makes so much sense.
I'm sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
Aye, always good with your quips, Mayor. I like it. Now, if you also noticed, he jumped through the portal. That'll be something I'll show off later. All the characters have an ulterior use, I should say. So as soon as they're done in their world, they will leave the world to help you out later. How will they help you out? Well, we'll have to see. Wait and see. This second hub right here, this is the reason people remember Spyro 3. The skate park. Yeah, you heard me.
Hi, Spyro. I found this gladiator training arena, and it makes a pretty cool skate park. Care for a test of your boarding skills?
You had to ask?
I bet you can't catch all 15 of the lizards running around here. Just come back if you want some boarding tips from the master.
The master, huh? Okay, I'll see you in a bit. This first mission right here where you get to use the skateboard. By the way, you probably know what what game this is idolizing. Guess what came out a year before and slightly before this game? Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 actually came out before Spyro 3, so they had plenty of time to implement this. Hey, it was popular, why not put it in your game? And in fact, make it playable. It isn't exactly broken, but there are a few things that can kind of mess you up, like a rough edge on a texture. That can actually trip you up. But you can also do tricks! It is ridiculous how much was added to Spyro 3, just like small things that ended up being really big. Like, as soon as I posted this, everyone knew about the skateboarding. So why not? This first mission that Hunter puts you in, this gives you a chance to test out the different pieces of how to skateboard. Like the fact that you can turn in midair, which is actually really nice. It doesn't put a time limit, it doesn't put any restrictions on you, so if you fall, you don't have to, restart. You just have to catch all 15 lizards, which is very nice. Go ahead and take that guy out. And you'll also recognize these enemies are the same lizards from Spyro 2. They make good fodder. Let's get this guy in the air. And now we have this guy. If the controls look simplistic, it's because they are. It's explained a bit later when we get to a different skate park level, imagine that. But it explains a lot better how to use the controls. Let's just say, if the ramp is orange, you can jump off of it. If the ramp is blue, you can jump up on it. The blue ones are half pipes, and the orange ones are just regular ramps.
Hey, that was great! And while you were boarding, I found this in a lizard burrow.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Hunter. Who do we have now? Emily! I know quite a few Emilys. And, yeah.
All right, if you can catch all the lizards without wiping out, and before time runs out, I might be able to scrounge up another egg. It's not going to be easy, though.
Oh, bring it on.
Go get 'em, Spyro!
Now for the harder challenge. That first one was just to, put your foot in the water. This is what you can do with the skateboarding. Now put it to the test. You now have to get the exact same lizards. They haven't moved anywhere, but you have to get them all again. 1, without wiping out, and 2, you've got 3 minutes. That is plenty of time, especially if you, fooled around with the skateboard mechanics before you jumped on here. You've got plenty of experience. Let's say your first time was just enough for you. Let's go ahead and get this guy. I don't know, it still just blows my mind that I'm basically playing Spyro Pro Skater. This is hilarious. And they knew Tony Hawk was popular. That's why they included this minigame up to 4 times. Yeah, this isn't the last we'll be seeing of this. And actually, what's kind of funny is the tricks actually have different point values. And as soon as we finish up this mission, they'll let you do kind of a free skateboarding, where you can do your own tricks and get points for it. Alright, 8 out of 15. There's still one guy just running around. There he is. Let's get him. Nice. Uh-oh! Yeah, I kind of saw that coming. This is one of the bad textures I was talking about. If you accidentally jump off and you do a trick in midair, you better land the correct way or you're going to wipe out. And yes, I did fail that mission because of that really simplistic mess-up. So anyway, once more with feeling. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these lizards, these jerks. We can take them out. Shouldn't be that much of a big problem. I don't know if I'll be going over all the tricks before we leave the skate park. There's actually a better one where I can show off all the tricks. But some of the tricks actually have names of previous Spyro bosses. We'll be getting into that a bit later. As to how this feels, I would suggest turning on the analog sticks for this. Yeah, this is back in the day when the analog sticks could be turned off for better control in the D-pad. And playing this on a PS2 controller, it's been a while since I've held a PlayStation controller where I had the option to use the D-pad. But trust me, you want to use the analog sticks for this. It feels great. And speaking of which, I don't know if it was just me, but I never liked the analog sticks back in the PlayStation days. Like, I would always turn it off. I was like, I can't control this. It's way too free. So I use the D-pad for a lot of it. That's probably why I'm not too good at PlayStation games. Nah, I'm just kidding. Be sure to get all the gems that you see at first, because you don't want to be missing that one gem. I know I keep coming back to that, and it's probably annoying by now. But it's not fun to collect that one gem. Let's go ahead and jump on here. And a fun fact, if you go on an orange ramp and you press X, as soon as you leave, you will get a bigger jump. That's how I've been able to get up top. Let's see, we got one more, and I know he's down here. There he is. Gone.
Whoa, that was sweet! And look, there was another egg in the lizard burrow.
How convenient. Who do we have this time? Daisy! Oh, I hope we find another dragon named Peach, and then we can start collecting Nintendo characters in a Sony game. Alright, that is all the eggs. Now, in the skate park, there is another skill point. Try to beat the course record. It'll actually show you after this timer's up. You now have 2 minutes to do as many tricks as you can. And right here, this is the most simplistic trick, just spinning on a half pipe. Every time you do the same trick again, the point value will actually go down. Like right now, the spin to the right will be 50 every time. It'll go 50, 100, 200. But the next time you do it, it'll be 25, 50. So you see what I mean. The more you do the same trick, the more it's saying, hey, you probably want to do another trick, because eventually the point value goes to 0. So try not to be repetitive in your tricks. What's really funny, though, is the named tricks, the ones that are named after the Spyro villains, they actually never go down in value the more you do them. So technically, you could continuously do the same difficult trick, which is the named ones, and get a lot of points to kind of cheese the course record. It's actually kind of funny. And also, in this free mode here, if you ever want to get off the skateboard, and this is... it must be a really bad influence, but you can just crash, and that'll get you off the skateboard? I shouldn't have to say that. It's like, the only way off a skateboard. That would make skateboarding the most terrible sport ever. It's like, in order to get off, you have to wipe out. That would not be a lot of fun. And me, personally, I can't skateboard, so I'm already a shoo-in on how to get off of a skateboard. Are there any more gems up here? Yes, there are. Go ahead and wipe out. And, yep, there's a couple more up here. Awesome. We need 7 left. I can always tell how many gems I have left by how close it is to a rounded up 100 number. Later on, when there's levels that we can't complete 100% on the first try, it gets kind of difficult trying to figure out how many you need left. And I can't find the last ones. This is bad. Oh, and the timer's up. There's the course record. See if you can beat it with the minimal tricks that you can do here. There's another one here. I'm missing 5 gems. I'll meet you back when I find it. Oh, I swear I saw that the other time I was trying it, and now I have it. And something I always do, yeah, every time I'm at a skate park, I have to go through the portal on the skateboard. But there we go. We have completed another level. Tutorial level done. We've also finished Sheela's Alp, so I'd say, overall, pretty good. Aha, we're getting a second warning from the Sorceress's Apprentice.
Ooh, look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Thanks, but I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after this!
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
Say, is it just me, or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
Hearing Tom Kenny be a snarky dragon is hilarious. I could just imagine SpongeBob dressed up as a dragon and like making, ooh, look at you. You're so high and mighty. Tom Kenny, you are the greatest thing, and I'm so glad you just recently got a Twitter. Everyone follow Tom Kenny. Anyway, we have finished up 2 levels, 100% completion. So I'm thinking next time on Spyro, Year of the Dragon, we're going to take on this brand new level over here. It is Cloud Spires. Ooh, a weather-themed level. Awesome. So, I will see you guys next time.